Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has the perfect opportunity to take Liam Spencer on a crazy ride as he wakes up from his brain bleed on the CBS soap. B&B promises an explosive storyline for Liam's revival. Next, he awakens after they put a hole in his head to relieve the pressure on his brain. But Dr. Grace Buckingham can't promise a complete recovery. So, what could this mean for the Spencer son? This week on Bold and the Beautiful, a determined Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, brings Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, out of his comatose-like state. But being awake isn't enough to say he's back to normal. A few things can change once he starts to talk. Or even if he can talk, which we find out once his eyes are open for longer than a few blinks, like we saw on Monday's episode. So, a good old-fashioned case of amnesia could be in the works for Liam Spencer. He could wake up not knowing who he is, and unable to recognize the people who will soon surround him on Bold and Beautiful. But he squeezed Steffi's hand, which seems to indicate he knows her. So maybe he remembers, but he could be a little off on the date. Bold and the Beautiful might render Liam behind the times. He could wake up thinking Steffi is still his wife. Then the doctor's orders may be to go along with him so as not to jar his memory and set him back. This is B&B, not the real world, so playing along with him might be what the doctor orders. While that would be interesting, it wouldn't cause too much friction between Steffi and her husband for drama. Finn, Tanner Novlan, is a doctor and he would go along with his fellow physician's orders. But Bold and the Beautiful fans are already debating Steffi's reaction to Liam's hospitalization. She stayed there with him as they examined him. Then her coaxing seemed to bring him back to life after he flat-lined. Not to mention how she waited as they took him into surgery, and she waited as the docs drilled a hole in his head to relieve the pressure on his brain. But he is still in critical condition, which is what Grace tells Steffi. So, it looks like she waited a few hours without calling anyone to tell them what happened, which seems odd to fans. Bold and the Beautiful viewers get the hint that Liam Spencer knows who Steffi is as he squeezed her hand while she talked to him. Steffi is the love of his life, so if anybody could make him to open his eyes, fans assumed it would be her. Grace Buckingham already gave Steffi credit for saving his life. If she hadn't found him and got him medical help, he would have died. The Forrester daughter was headed to see Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, when she found Liam Spencer on the ground. She was there to rip into Bill for setting Luna Nozoa, Lisa Yamada, free. But the publishing magnate wasn't home. Another hint dropped in the hospital room when Grace once again asked Steffi what happened. The distraught Forrester daughter said she didn't know. Steffi said she found him unconscious on Bill's walkway. Then Steffi suggests that maybe he hit his head when he fell. Grace seemed to think there was more to it, as he had 2 points of impacts on his head. Then they dropped it. But a fall would likely leave one, yet an attacker could hit him a couple of times. But they don't know that Liam collapsed twice, which is why he likely has 2 points of impact. And if Liam does not remember this, then his storyline could take a twist. So, if Liam doesn't remember anything about his collapse, they may turn this into a police case on Bold and the Beautiful. But then again, this is B&B, so he could always wake up, spend another day or two in the hospital, then go home fine. You never know. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.